test. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome all of you in the pre-session discussion of the extraordinary Congress of Asian Boxing Confederation. I think this session requested by Japan Boxing Federation. Thank you so much for your initiative. And on behalf of Asbc, I would like to welcome our President, Mr. Pishai Chonhawajira, on my right hand. Welcome, Mr. President. So I would like to assure that this session is unofficially. It will be out of the Congress, out of record. So it's open discussion. In case of anyone would like to present his point of view, we are giving a chance for each one to present his point of view, including the observers. So if anyone would like to contribute, just raise your hand. We will take an order. And to make it sufficient, so we would like to ask you to be direct to the point, not long speeches. We would like to give a chance for everyone. So we will manage the time. Maximum will be 2 minutes for each one. So we wish if you all committed, and if you need more time, we will ask the president if he allow you to give you more time or not. So thank you so much. I would ask colleagues if there is anyone missed from the delegate or not yet. So I will make a quick roll call. It's not official, just to make sure that everyone is here. Afghanistan, Bahrain, he's not here. Bangladesh, guys, we need to check Bangladesh delegate. Bhutan, he's not here. Brunei, yes. Cambodia, China, Chinese Taipei, Timor-Leste, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Iran, Kuwait, they are not here, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Lebanon, they are not here, Macau. Yes. If you could say yes, because it's yes. Malaysia, yes. Mongolia, Myanmar, Nepal, yes. Pakistan, yes. Palestine, Philippines, Qatar, they are not here. Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Syria, Tajikistan, Thailand, Turkmenistan, United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Yemen, they are not here. So I think Bangladesh, Bassam, Adam, okay. Iraq, yes, I think. So Bangladesh, they couldn't make it. So that means we are, yes. Korea, yes. Kazakhstan. there is missing one slide, so. So, Mr. President, I think we already have quorum. So also, we would like to welcome our guests from World Boxing Association. Welcome, Mr. Puris and Mike. So welcome for your presence. So now, Mr. President, we will open the floor for discussion. So I will ask the delegate if you need to contribute, just raise your hand. We will take order, okay? Then we will give the floor for each one. So if you need to have the floor, just raise your hand, please. Who would like to start? I think Japan, it's as per your request. So. Guys, can you give Japan Boxing Federation the floor?
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to show great appreciation to President Pichai and all of the board members of the Asbc and also Secretary General Ali. So I think it's really appreciated to make this kind of opportunity to talk something and also share everybody's thought about the very big issues for future of the boxing. I think so. We are here today for only one topic, independent from any about independency from everywhere. I think the detailed explanation about the independency and the future of the Asian boxing should be explained. I think detailing from the Asbc is needed because independency is very easy to understand in the world, but it's very difficult understand the deep meaning. Please explain the detailed meaning of the independency from any organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tetsuya. Just before answering, I would like to mention that the interpreter, the channel 1 is English, channel 2 is Russian, channel 3 is Arabic. So channel 1 is English, channel 2 is Russian, channel 3 is Arabic. So please check if there is any issue with the translation or interpretation. So Kim, could you please click to the more? No, it's safe. Yes.
So you may give
Yes.
some background.
Yes. Who's controlling the screen there? No, the clicker is here. Clicker, it's. Give us a moment to make sure the connection between, but one moment. What does it mean? Asbc being independent means it's managed its own decision and operation without interfere from external organization. It's create its own rules, organization event, and handle its affairs without being influenced by a global or regional governance body like the International Boxing Association, IBA, or national sport authorities. So just to explain, ASBC constitution connected to the IBA constitution. So we have to follow the constitution and regulation made by IBA. But I think everyone in this room aware about the conflict, what's happened between IBA and IOC. And we tried several times. This is the third Congress. The first one was to quit IBA, and you voted in favor not to quit. Second one, Congress, before 3 months, we voted to join World Boxing, but you voted not to join World Boxing as well. So this third time, the idea came to isolate ourselves as an ASBC from being in a conflict with any parties, especially with the IOC, and to keep the Olympic movement, okay? The best way is to be totally independent from any international organization and wait IOC to recognize a new international organization to be under their umbrella. So this is the main idea. The only connection between IBA and ASBC is that our constitution based on their constitution. So this means that we have to amend our constitution to change IBA by other international organization recognized by IOC. So what does it mean? That means ASBC will manage itself regarding rules, regarding competitions, regarding officials, okay, in the way that will serve our boxer and our national federation. This is from the first part. Second part, does it mean it will reflect to the national federation? No. Your decision as a national federation, it's your own. ASBC is not interfering with your decision to join World Boxing or to stay with IBA. It's your own decision. We are talking about the confederation. So I think it's now clear. If there is any other question or any more clarification, I would be happy to add. So why this come also, this idea come? In Asia, we took the guidance of our President, Mr. Pichai, to be as a family, and we treat us each others as a family. So due to the current situation, we are split. Some national federation in World Boxing and some national federation in IBA. For us, it doesn't matter. We are at the end Asian. Okay, it's your decision. The idea is to keep the unity of the Asian continent and to give the legal action or the legal exit to the national federation to stay with ASBC, and after that, it's your decision to stay with IBA or with World Boxing. So for us, the most important thing is to keep the unity of the Asian continent for keep developing the boxing in the Asia. So this amendment, or if you voted in favor of this vote, it will give a good opportunity for the national federation to stay with Asia, okay? And then it's your decision to stay with IBA or with World Boxing, or if there is third organization. We don't know. So this is the explanation. As per IBA constitution, dual membership is not allowed. But to be transparent, because I think no one from IBA here is representing their point of view, they circulate letter yesterday or before yesterday, and they are going to allow dual membership during the in IBA during the upcoming Congress in Dubai. So I was prepared myself in the presentation that dual membership is not allowed. That's why it came. That's why this decision showed up, because we want to allow dual membership in Asia in order to in order to facilitate your mission, not to be under the pressure from IBA or World Boxing. Yeah. So I don't know if it is clear or not. If you need more explanation, I will be happy to explain. What is the advantages of being independent? The advantage of being independent, the first one, we will be away from any conflict between IBA and IOC. We will have our own decision later on. Fund-wise, ASBC is a stable organization with a good amount of income and with a good support of our president, Mr. Bishai. So we will continue as same. Mr. Bishai granted to continue his support. And ASBC, as I said, it generates a fund from the organizing the championship, sponsorship, TV rights. So fund-wise, we don't have a big issue. We will continue our support to the National Federation. And regarding IOC, I think all of us, we care about Olympics and we care about our boxer to achieve their dreams. So this step is very important toward keeping boxing in LA. So I hope all of us to consider this point as well. Also, we have to know that we have 2 upcoming championships, Asian Game, as the first time boxing will be in the Youth Olympic Games, which will be held in Uzbekistan next year. And we wish for Uzbekistan Boxing Federation success in this tournament. So it will be under OCA, Olympic Council of Asia. And also, in 2026, we have in Nagoya, the Asian Game, which will be under OCA. So we will be also in a risk to lose organizing these 2 tournaments if we stay same, at the same situation. So we will take the whole power to organize the whole championship in Asia if you agree with this decision. So I think I summarized and I explained everything. So if you're happy or if you need more explanation, I will be happy to answer you.
Okay, first of all, all delegates, I would like to summarize like this, the objective of the today conference is to make really important decision whether that we're going to be independent or not. So we have to starting with the meaning of the independent. What is the status of the independent? What the benefit? What the pro? What and con to being the independent? Because we have 2 types of tournament. One under IBA rules and regulation. Another kind of tournament, let's say Asian Games, we have to follow the rules of the IOC regulation. So now that we have 2 types of tournament that we have to make decision. So I would like to say that the status of being, hopefully that you already clear cut by Ali. And I would like to say that, the whole objective is only keep ASEAN member as a family go together in the future for the prosperity of the ASEAN continental. But most important, it seems to be the only objective is that I would like to say that all decisions that we make today, I would like to make sure that it's leading to the benefit of athletes or boxers. We using this as criteria, we win-win-win solution. Okay, so I would like to come back again. If you still doubt about to be independent, what's the meaning? Make sure that we understand the same thing, and then open the floor for your recommendation later on. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to.
Thank you very much. Clear explanation about the independency from both President Pichai and also Ali. It's clearly described what is independency, from where and purpose and everything. I think as Ali mentioned, we have a responsibility for the future of the boxing. And also we have to collaborate with all of the Asian countries for the future of the boxing and also future of all of the Asian countries. We have a responsibility. We have a responsibility for the history of the boxing and everything. So dream for all of the young boxers. I think this kind of discussion, I think give us the great opportunity to discuss what should we do. It's very important discussion today. I think, as already mentioned, now, currently, IBA have a big issues between the IOC. It means we still keep under the umbrella. We mean the Asbc keeps under the umbrella in IBA. It completely lost the chance to all of the boxer dream joining the Olympic Games. So today's discussion is very important. Also, today's discussion, our purpose is keep the Olympic and also keep our collaboration, work together for the dream for all of the boxers. Thank you very much. Thank you for all these opportunities.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tetsuo. So just before moving forward, independence ensure ASBC unity and strength. How? Tolerated decision, avoiding conflicts, as I said, empowerment and trust, cultural identity and unified vision. This is the five aspects of the decision. So what is the step needed to achieve? So there is a legal part. As I said, we need to amend our constitution. We have to notify IBA and other stakeholders for this movement like OCA and IOC. We will make a new organizational structure and autonomous decision making. So, as I said, we should have also regional collaboration with OCA and our stakeholder, and international standard as well with international standard. So this is the steps that we will take it after the decision in order to be independent. So if there anyone would like to have the floor, yes, Mongolia Boxing Federation.
Good morning, everyone. We represent Mongolia, and we're here today. I'll be as brief as possible. We're here today to protect our athletes' Olympic dream. For us, it's very simple. Very simple decision. We must protect our athletes' Olympic dream, and from any conflict that affects our athletes' performances. In order to do that, as an Asian community, we have to move forward independent until the IOC reaches a clear resolution. And that's all we want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else would like to have the floor? So, as per request of Mr. Boris, the president of World Boxing, he requests to have a short speech in front of you. So, as this session is unofficial, and we requested Mr. Pichai, if you allow Mr. Boris to have the floor for a short speech.
Yeah, in order to ensure that we have all cover information, yeah, we should allow Mr. Boris to say something. Yeah,
so
please.
Could you please give him the mic, please, Mr. Boris at the back?
Thank you, President Pichai. Thank you, Ali, Secretary General. Yeah, dear ASBC Executive Board and leadership and esteemed National Federations leaders, thank you for the warm welcome, and not only because of the weather here in Bangkok. We at World Boxing are committed more than ever to work together with Asia to keep the Olympic dreams of our boxers alive. We are inspired by the leadership shown by many leaders in Asia who have taken the courageous steps to fight for your athletes. The invitation from the ASBC leadership to speak here today is greatly appreciated. Discussions with Asian boxing leaders yesterday, today, and also the past weeks has made us optimistic about boxing's Olympic future. The medal counts from Paris prove that Olympic boxing requires significant support from Asia to thrive. We are confident that we will continue to gain the trust of the IOC and re-establish boxing on the Olympic program in late 2028. Our conversations with the IOC remain fruitful. We continue to progress on the roadmap towards provisional recognition from the IOC and are in the process of completing the requirements for sport accord recognition, which is a critical step. He was yesterday also at the reception, Stefan Fox from Sport Accord. Additionally, our Olympic Commission, chaired by Kazakhstan Olympic Committee President and world champion Gennady Golovkin, has been established to meet the criteria outlined by the IOC. We thank the Mongolian Federation for hosting the World Boxing Cup in September and are thrilled with the number of proposed bids from Asian national federations to host World Boxing Championships and Cups in the coming years. We expect to make announcements on these tournaments very soon. To summarize, the IOC has made clear in its message, world boxing is the only pathway towards boxing inclusion in the late 2028 Olympic program. We are seeking your support here today, the Asian support, because our athletes will benefit from world boxing joining forces with the Asian leaders in this room today. Myself and my colleagues here from World Boxing are available to answer questions that you may have. Mike McAtee, Chris Cugliari, Kalissa, and we are here today for you to answer any questions. So thank you all once again, and we appreciate your commitment to keeping boxing Olympic together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just to make sure this session today is not about World Boxing, but in terms of transparency, we give a chance for World Boxing to present their point of view. And if there is any question regarding World Boxing, they are here, they can answer. So it's a good chance for you. This is parallel. It is not about this meeting, but if, in case, as a national federation, if you want to ask World Boxing, they are ready here to answer any question. Also, I would like to ask Indian Boxing Federation if they want to add any point. It's your chance in this session to contribute. As we start official meeting, you will not be able to add any point. So, the floor. By raising hand, give for Mr. Arun from Indian Boxing Federation.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Arun Malik. I am representing my president. He couldn't make it here today, Mr. Ajay Singh from Boxing Federation of India. Thank you for allowing me a moment to give views of the Boxing Federation of India. I think it's a very good step that ASBC is taking today, and I want to assure you that whatever decision you take, I'm sure it will be good for the future of Asian boxing, the future of our boxers who are most important to us because we all are athlete-centric. And I also want to assure you that Boxing Federation of India fully supports your views and whatever decision you take. I'm sure we will succeed in our mission and keeping boxing in the Olympic program, in the Asian Games, and in LA 2028, and in the future thereafter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aaron. Just to make sure, Indian Boxing Federation is precious to us, and he's one of the most active federation in Asia. But due to the late registration, and you know there is a deadline for registration, unfortunately, Indian Boxing Federation, they couldn't make the registration on time, and we had late registration. And I think you know us, all of you. When it's come to the constitution and regulation, we have zero tolerance toward making exception. So I hope next time to join us as a official and delegate. Thank you so much, Mr. Aaron. So anyone else would like to have the floor? Yes, Mr. Dayan Gomez. Can you?
Good morning, Mr. Pichai and members of the board. My name is Dayan Gomez. I am a director of Asian Boxing Federation and also International Boxing Association, IBA. So I am actually representing IBA here today and to give the IBA point of view as well. Now, the whole idea of this conflict is because IBA was taken out from the IOC, and IOC was organizing the Olympic Games for athletes. The whole idea of all of us here, that's our priority. Everybody needs to go for Olympics, and we need to resolve this conflict. At this particular moment, the AGM of IBA is going to be on the 6th in Dubai, and the board virtually is discussing that there will be dual membership, because there are countries, there are 200 countries, 156 is attending the conference. Of them, some of them are members of the World Boxing, some of them are members of the IBA. So IBA will most probably will allow for people to be in IBA and in the World Boxing, which is a great victory as far as I am concerned, because we would like to have less conflict and one boxing family, not only Asia, but the whole world. The second issue that we need to do is, why do we want to create another third organization away from IBA, which is a well-greased organization, and World Boxing, which is kind of supported by the IOC. Now, IOC elections are going to happen in few months, and globally a lot of things are going to change. So there's a lot of uncertainty. Why do we want to take another organization for Asia? Because we are currently at the moment is well-greased body from Asian body and the IBA. So obviously, to accommodate the other functions, we can be with World Boxing as well. And there are legal implications here as well. As an IBA member, board member, I'm telling you, because both IBA constitution and everything was under the Swiss law. And Asbc is part of the subsidiary of IBA. So sorting all these issues, changing the constitution, I think we should make the decision. 2028 is far away, by maybe end of next year, where the Olympic elections are being held. The world might change. Why do we want to jump the gun and start another organization and create legal issues, also making the Asia and the world divide? We are not only Asia. We want to fight in Europe. We want to fight in Africa. And also the most important thing, IBA has assured that all federations will be given under the FSP scheme $20,000 for development of our boxers, equipment, etc., which no other organizations can provide. The referees and judges, the officials, and who's going to get damaged by all this. At the end of the day, athletes will have to suffer. $80 million has been promised for athletes who have been provided at the moment. And I think in the long way, in the years to come, IBA will get involved more in the professional boxing, and maybe the next organization will be more in the Olympic boxing. But both can live together. So I'm asking the critical question from my own board members and our fellow federations: why do you want to leave now? Why do you want to start a new organization? Why don't we wait for another year till the dust settles, and then we can make a call? If we feel that IBA is not going anywhere, world boxing is not going anywhere, then we can have our own organization. At the moment, we have got the best of both worlds. So why, jerk it around? So that's my own personal view, and that has been also briefed to me by the International Boxing Association, because they are going to support Asia. Asia is the most critical countries in the world in boxing. Number one is Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, China, and all of them. So we need to bring all of them together to fight not only in Asia, but the whole world and the Olympic Games. So thank you, gentlemen. This is my point of view. We should not leave. We should not start an organization. We should be aligned to IBA, and maybe with World Boxing as well, because they are also our friends, so that boxing and our athletes will prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dayan. Thank you so much. So, Philippine, Mr. Vargas would like to have the floor.
Hi, good afternoon. Good morning. The way I'd like to discuss this matter with you guys is from a very personal point of view, which is why the Philippines joined World Boxing. I guess it wasn't easy. We joined World Boxing because of the journey that and experience we had with AIBA. So in that process, AIBA was already getting so much difficulties with the IOC. In our country, you cannot get any support from government if you are not a member of a federation that is recognized by IOC. But we took the risk. When the leadership of ABAP came to that realization that we need to take that risk, we took the risk and we talked to government and we fought for it. So what happened is we joined World Boxing, we resigned from AIBA, but we did not resign from ASBC, because ASBC was our family in Asia. And ASBC continues to welcome us, in fact, in spite of the fact that we are with World Boxing. But there are two issues that is important. One is the future. There is a promise of future with AIBA, as you had mentioned. But there's an ongoing future today for World Boxing. And we need to make that decision to join or not to join, to be independent or not to be independent, because our process is working. But ASBC is family. ASBC is our family name, right? But it doesn't take the spirit of us being together with a different family name. Because what's important now is what binds us together, more important than the legacy of our family name. So I think if we work together as ASBC and work together, we will be able to help whoever organization that is nearest to an Olympic dream of bringing athletes there. And I firmly believe, and from my own exposure with many people that we talk to in ICC, I firmly believe that World Boxing, it's on its way. So I am asking you to support that, and being independent from whatever holds us back from not supporting it. This is the reality. It's not about anything else or commitment or loyalties. The reality is AIBA is no longer an organization that's recognized by IOC. There is no more hope that it will be. And the hope that we're looking at is that maybe a IOC election will change that. I don't think so. Even if you have a new IOC president, I don't think so that this whole process about Asia will ever change. And this whole process of not taking out the accreditation of AIBA in the IOC will change. It's a difficult process to take back a decision that the IOC has made to discredit a federation. So guys, let's think about this. We need to act. We need to think independently. We need to support an independent organization so that we can move without commitment. We can move for our family, the ASBC, so that we can move in the spirit that ASBC has been doing it. So that's how we in the Philippines looked at it. We took a risk, and I think that risk will pay off. If we don't do anything today, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, as I say, the best decision you can make is the worst decision you can make is not to do anything. So I ask you to think about this whole process and see what is better for us in Asia, And at this point in time, I'd like to thank ASBC, Mr. Pichay, for allowing us to still be part of ASBC and not kicking us out of the family. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parkes. I think, Dr. Tsatsua, you asked me what is the meaning of independency. There is official meaning, which I wrote it, and there is unofficial meaning, which is this. Two different points of view under one umbrella, both of them respect each other. This is the meaning of independence. This is the real meaning of independence. Without any pressure, without any legal consequences, we are all here, one family, brothers. It is not a secret that in this venue there is some national federations support AIBA, and some national federations support world boxing, and some national federations still waiting. So it is not a secret, but I think all of us to meet here under one umbrella without any pressure from ASBC, and I think all of you believe that. We never interfere with your decision. We never ask you to do anything that we wish. We are just putting what we believe it is the right decision between your hand, and you have the right to vote, and we have to respect your decision. So this is the real meaning of independence. We want to stay away from all the conflict. We want to stay one family, respecting each other in a democratic way. Thank you so much. So anyone else would like to have the floor? One more time, anyone else would like to have the floor? So, Mr. Bishai, I think they finished. We can have a coffee break until the next session of our official meeting, which will start at 11:30.
Okay, so thank you very much for your idea. I would like to mention again that what we discuss is unofficial. So we gather all information and make a right decision after the coffee break. Please.
So before we start, as we were expecting to finish late, so that's why we said the session will start at 11:30. Can we start earlier at 11? If we can change, it will be more convenient. Is it okay for the delegates? We can make it at 11 better We will not. So we will have around 45 minutes coffee break, and we will start at 11. Thank you.
Make it 10:45, 30 minutes.
So we will start at 11. So thank you so much. Kim? Laos? Laos? Nepal? Dear colleagues, Laos, Nepal, I couldn't see. So we'll just wait 1 minute. Yes. So, are we live, technical guys? We are okay with the live stream? Kim, we are okay with the live stream? Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each one of you gathered here today at this extraordinary Congress, as I hope that this Congress will be a resounding success for all of us as we discuss the vote on the future of Asian boxing. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Thailand Boxing Federation for hosting this significant event, as always. I would like to extend a warm welcome of Mr. Bishai Chonhaujira, our esteemed president of ASBC. Furthermore, I would like to acknowledge the presence of ASBC Board of Directors and dedicated ASBC staff. Firstly, please be aware that this meeting is being recorded and broadcasted live. I kindly request that you silence your mobile device for the duration of our proceeding. So now, in front of all of you, our agenda for today, which will be opening speech by ASBC President, roll call, ASBC to be an independent organization until any new international organization is recognized by IOC, closing speech by ASBC President. So please note that this agenda was shared with all ASBC National Federation, and we didn't have any feedback from any national federation. So we will stuck with the agenda. In order to add any point of the agenda, as per Article 19.8 of ASBC Constitution, we need 2/3 to add any point of to this agenda. And now we will move to the first part. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome our esteemed ASBC President, Mr. Bishai Chonhaujira, to deliver the opening speech. Mr. Bishai, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ali. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates, good morning one more time. Welcome to Bangkok for this very important, extraordinary Congress. Your presence here, despite the demand of your schedule, reflect your deep commitment to the future of boxing in Asia. And for that, I sincerely thank you. Today's meeting is crucial. Whatever decision we make today will shape the future of our sport. And it is vital that we work together with unity, vision, and purpose. I deeply appreciate your effort to be here. Open discussion that we make early this morning, ready for voting the betterment of boxing. Let us seize this opportunity to make meaningful progress for our athletes, our federation, and the entire boxing community. Thank you one more time, and I wish us all a productive Congress meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Another time, I would like to assure that our interpreter, line 1 will be English, line 2 will be Russian, line 3 will be Arabic. So in case you are facing any issue with the translation, let us know, please. So I will move to the next point of our agenda, which is roll call. So please raise your hand to indicate your presence. Afghanistan Boxing Federation, present. Bahrain Boxing Federation, absent. Bangladesh Boxing Association, absent. Bhutan Boxing Federation, absent. Brunei Dar es Salaam Boxing Association, present. Cambodian Boxing Federation, Cambodia, present. Chinese Boxing Federation, present. Chinese Taipei Boxing Association, present. Timor-Leste Boxing Federation, present. Hong Kong Boxing Association, present. Boxing Federation of India, present as observer. Indonesian Boxing Federation, present. Boxing Federation of Islamic Republic of Iran, present. Iraq Boxing Federation, present. Japan Boxing Federation, present. Jordan Boxing Association, present. Kazakhstan Boxing Federation, present. Boxing Association of Korea, present. Boxing Association of DBR Korea, absent. Kuwait Boxing Federation, absent. National Boxing Federation of Kyrgyzstan Republic, Kyrgyzstan, present. Laos Boxing Federation, present. Lebanese Boxing Federation, absent. Macau Boxing Federation, present. Malaysian Boxing Federation, Malaysia, present. Mongolian Boxing Federation, present. Myanmar Boxing Federation, present. Nepal Boxing Association, present. Pakistan Boxing Federation, present. Palestine Boxing Federation, present. Philippines Boxing Association, present. Qatar Boxing Federation, absent. Saudi Boxing Federation, present. Singapore Boxing Association, present. Boxing Association of Sri Lanka, present. Syrian Boxing Federation, present. Tajikistan Boxing Federation, present. Thailand Boxing Association, present. Turkmenistan Boxing Federation, present. United Arab Emirates Boxing Federation, present. Uzbekistan Boxing Federation, present. Vietnam Boxing Federation, present. Yemen Boxing Federation, absent. So, Mr. President, based on the roll call result, I am pleased to declare that we have 34 national federations out of 43, and we achieved the quorum. And thus, the meeting can proceed as planned. Can we proceed with the meeting, Mr.?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So this is regarding the quorum as per ASBC Constitution, Article 22.1. A quorum for a meeting of the Congress shall be constituted by the attendance of such meeting of the voting delegates from not less than half plus one of all eligible national federations. And we have 34 out of 43. So moving to the next point of our agenda, which will be the voting of ASBC to be an independent organization until any new international organization is recognized by the IOC. So let me take you in a very quick explanation about ASBC independency. What does it mean? ASBC being independent means it manages its own decisions and operations without interference from external organization. It creates its own rules, organize events, and handle its affairs without being influenced by a global or regional governance body like the International Boxing Association, IBA, or national sport authorities. I think we discussed this point in the pre-session. I will be very quickly going to the points. Why this is a good path? The independence allow ASBC and its national federation to operate freely without being caught in conflicts such as those between the IBA and the International Olympic Committee, IOC. It's ensure that national federation can participate in ASBC event and receive ASBC certification. They can be part of both international federation while keeping control over the future of the decisions. What's happened if ASB does not become independent? ASBC might not be able to host tournament due to the conflicts between Olympics Committee and IBA in a certain countries. National federations could face issues if they want to compete in the event governed by both organizations, potentially breaching constitution and regulations. Challenges of becoming independent. During the transition, ASBC will face some challenge, but has planned to establish a new governance structure, independent official training program to ensure smooth operating moving forward. How will independence ASBC impact national federation? What will changes for the national federation? No major changes for the national federation. There will be only again the ability to participate in the Asian competition without conflict of restriction. This point we explained before that our decision today will not reflect to your decision as a national federation. Your decision as a national federation to join international federation will be your own choice, your own decision. And our decision today will not reflect. I think the positive impact of independence, continued success, the unity and the strength, creating opportunity, independence create regional events, educative program, and the future member of countries. The negative impact, ASBC championship may no longer take place. National federation within the countries could face division, fewer opportunity for Asian boxer, limited their development and success on the world stage. So legal status between ASBC and IBA. The legal status, it's the affiliation. Everyone knows that ASBC is affiliated to IBA. By law and governance, sorry for that. By law and governance, ASBC must adhere IBA by law. This is by constitution, both in IBA and ASBC. Membership, as explained before, dual membership, as per IBA Constitution, Article 11.1 over J, one of the obligation of the IBA National Federation is as below. Avoid participation in any international boxing organization or association other than IBA, or confederation, unless otherwise permitted by the board. So this is the major point, and as I explained in terms of transparency, we just received yesterday announcement from IBA that they are going to allow dual membership in the upcoming Congress in Dubai. This is the major point of ASBC Constitution Article 5.1. the ASBC, national federations, official, competition officials, boxers, coaches, and all other persons and organizations subject to the IBA Constitution, and this Constitution must comply with the IBA applicable provisions of IBA Constitution, IBA regulations, this Constitution, and the regulations. So our decision today need to amend this point at the major point and any other point related to this point. To be independent, we will remove IBA to be any international federation recognized by IOC. So that means the decision need amendment in the Constitution. So this is the point. So just very quick, now, as I explained before, we have almost 15 national federations from Asia joining World Boxing. And most of them still with IBA. So this number, up to now, I think also yesterday they announced, World Boxing announced about another countries from Asia, which is Jordan, they joined as well. So independence ensure ASBC unity and strength via tolerate decision, avoiding conflicts, empowerment and trust, cultural and identity and unified vision. Steps to achieve the ASBC independence. Legal framework, as I said, based on the decision, it's needed amendment of the Constitution and regulation, recognition and approval. We will try to have regional approval and recognition, especially by OCA, organization infrastructure, and autonomous decision making. So, and regional cooperation, stakeholders relationship, all these points explained. So I think we already answered most of the questions here raised on from some national federations and from the previous Congress. There were some questions about the funding. As we said, the ASBC has been self-funded with the help of our President Pichai, so there will be no needed for international funding from any international federation. What is the impact of national federation? To the national federation, no impact. As we said, this decision will reflect to the continent level, and the national level will, the national federation will have its own decision. I think all of will ASBC officials qualify to work in the World Championship and Olympics events? It's depend to the regulation of the Olympic qualification or World Championship or international federations. Question about the IOC and recognition of ASBC. We are continental organization, not international organization. So we don't have to take any recognition by IOC. I think the recognition should be taken by OCA. So this is basically the meaning of the independency. I will open the floor if there is any question or any clarification. So I think this, because we made pre-session discussion, so it seems that no one has any comments or clarification, so we will move for the voting process. So Tajikistan Boxing Federation would like to have the floor.
Уважаемый господин президент, слышно меня, да?
Sorry, one moment. I need, because I don't have, yes, it's okay. That's, it's okay.
Также хотел бы, чтобы и у господина президента был перевод, потому что мое обращение будет как раз-таки господину президенту. Я могу начинать?
Yes, please.
Здравствуйте, уважаемый господин президент, генеральный секретарь, дамы и господа. Спасибо большое за предоставленное слово. Хочу выразить слова благодарности господину президенту и его команде за теплый прием и гостеприимство, а также наших переводчиков, которые сегодня работают с нами. Я разделил свое выступление на 3 части. Первая часть касается, что хочет Федерация бокса Таджикистана. Чтобы не было недопониманий, почему Таджикистан выступает, я в первом своем выступлении, в первой части хочу поделиться своим нашим мнением. Уважаемый участник Конгресса, господин президент, хочу заверить вас в том, что Федерация бокса Таджикистана поддержит любое юридически правильное решение на не противоречащей Конституции Asbc. Господин президент, мы требуем, чтобы вы, как гарант Конституции, соблюдали, защищали и, не менее важно, следили за тем, чтобы не нарушали статьи нашей Конституции в ходе сегодняшнего Конгресса. Почему я это говорю? На предыдущем внеочередном Конгрессе, к сожалению, были допущены грубейшие нарушения Конституции Asbc. И спасибо большое вам, господин президент, что после обращения некоторых делегатов и консультаций вы вовремя остановили это. И в ходе сегодняшнего внеочередного Конгресса мы верим, что вы, как президент и гарант Конституции, не допустите необдуманных и ошибочных решений, а также все решения, которые будут внесены, рассмотрят на предмет законности. Согласно статьям Asbc, это касается первой части моего выступления. И у меня такой вопрос генеральному секретарю. У нас присутствует на данном конгрессе юрист-консультант.
Yes, our legal counsel here with us.
Если есть, спасибо большое, я перейду ко второй части своего выступления и попрошу юрисконсульта, чтобы внимательно, может, себе записал, или если он знает наизусть, заметку сделать, чтобы некоторые пункты статьи Конституции дал нам понять или разъяснить членам Федерации. Наш сегодняшний Конгресс началось со статей Конституции, то есть с кворума, то есть есть ли кворум или нет. То есть мы начали юридически все это правильно. Представьте, господин, что основная мысль это ждать. То есть мы из IBA, а потом ждем. Ждем, пока МОК не признает какую-либо из организаций. И уже будет вторая часть, то есть присоединение к данной организации. Представитель Филиппин сказал, что нам нужно действовать. Почему-то я думаю, что перевод есть. Нам нужно действовать, предлагает представители Филиппин и Японии. Но я хочу сказать, что нам нужно действовать юридически правильно. Также господин генеральный секретарь дал четко понять, что присутствие Индии, согласно положениям Конституции, в связи с тем, что не смогли вовремя пройти регистрацию, у них нет права голоса. И мы это уважаем. Генеральный секретарь в начале своего выступления сказал, что нам нужно поменять свою Конституцию. И мы также принимаем это, но с учетом того, что также будет делать юридически правильно. То есть созывается внеочередной конгресс, будут разосланы статьи, которые мы хотим поменять на конгрессе. Посредством голосования принимаем все изменения. И на следующем конгрессе ставим вопрос о независимости. Но на данном конгрессе мы почему-то решили сначала стать независимыми, а потом менять Конституцию. Это в корне отличается от того, что написано в нашей Конституции. И мы должны это соблюдать так, как соблюдали это в начале данного совещания. Некоторые страны благодарят АКБ за то, что якобы члены директоров или АКБ дают им право быть в двух организациях одновременно. Я хочу вам сказать, что члены Конгресса решили уважать ваше решение и не поднять вопрос касательно присутствия ваших федераций в двух организациях одновременно. А положение АКБ как раз-таки не разрешает вам быть в двух организациях одновременно. И я думаю, что вот это решение, оно независимое. То есть все члены Конгресса сегодняшнего и члены конфедерации решили уважать ваше мнение и мнение других федераций, которые решили не поднять этот вопрос. И если вы хотите благодарить, то нужно благодарить других федераций, что они решили уважать ваше мнение и не подняли этот вопрос. Также со стороны господина генерального секретаря я бы хотел быть объективным. И выступление господина Дайана Гомес, который выступил, не был прокомментирован генеральным секретарем. Я хочу сказать, что члены Конгресса решают, хоть и высоко сидят наши уважаемые коллеги, но решают федерации. И мы дали им право, и наделили какими-то положениями и возможностями. Мы здесь решаем. То есть мы собрались здесь, наделили им какое-то полномочие и работаем согласно Конституции. То есть все страны Asbc. И поэтому, когда господин Дайана Гомес сказал, что 7 декабря в Дубае будет конгресс в IBA, IBA дает нам эту возможность. То есть зачем нам создать организацию, которая также может быть как World Boxing? Мы пригласим еще 7 стран, 8 или 10 стран и станем сами независимыми. Зачем нам тогда другая организация? Если мы хотим быть независимыми, тогда давайте идти по юридическому пути. Это базовые юридические моменты, когда я не понимаю, почему игнорируется любое решение, которое здесь принимается юридически. Если это юрист-консультант скажет, мы принимаем это. Но мы против того, чтобы остаться в стороне и решиться с теми моментами, которые скажет, например, господин генеральный секретарь или кто-либо, или даже Федерация бокса Таджикистана. Это касательно вторая часть моего выступления. Я перейду к третьей части своего выступления. Это последствия, какие будут у нас. Что такое независимость от IBA? Да и вообще, означает ли быть независимым от IBA также быть независимым от World Boxing юридически? Я думаю, что это невозможно. И сейчас обращаю внимание на юрист-консультанта, чтобы он записал эти статьи и прокомментировал все эти моменты. Согласно статье 14 Конституции IBA, Asbc является континентальной конфедерацией, признанной IBA. Ее статус предполагает, что она действует как часть IBA, управляя боксом на континенте. А согласно статье 3.1 Конституции Asbc, миссия Asbc заключается в продвижении, поддержке и управлении боксом на территории Азии под контролем и руководством IBA в соответствии с требованиями и духом Конституции IBA и регламентом IBA. Объявляя о независимости от IBA, мы подрываем основы нашей конфедерации и грубо нарушаем собственную конституцию. Если Asbc объявит о своей независимости от IBA, это решение будет противоречить Конституции IBA. Согласно статье 14.6 Конституции IBA и статье 5.7 Конституции Asbc, Конституция Asbc не может противоречить Конституции IBA. Более того, статья 5 и 7 Конституции Asbc гласит, это очень важно, я хочу, чтобы все федерации внимательно выслушали этот момент. Согласно статье 5 и 7 Конституции Asbc гласит, что в случае расхождения с Конституцией Asbc Конституция IBA имеет преимущественную силу. Как вы заметили, господин генеральный секретарь, в начале нашего совещания все это записывается, и все федерации согласились с этим. И если будут какие-то юридические последствия, я думаю, что все страны должны как-то комментировать свой голос или приверженность к тому, что мы нарушаем или не нарушаем. Если это будет нарушением, какие последствия будут. Поэтому также я хочу обращаться к федерациям, чтобы внимательно все эти моменты тоже учитывались. Таким образом, чтобы объявить о своей независимости, Asbc должна сначала полностью изменить свою конституцию. И Федерация бокса Таджикистана не против этого. Мы хотим, чтобы все это было юридически правильно. Почему-то базовые вопросы юридические нарушаются здесь. И мы всему миру показываем, что когда нам выгодна Конституция IBA, мы идем по этому пути. А когда это невыгодно кому-то, почему-то не идем по этому пути. Мы считаем, что это не важно, мы закрываем на это глаза. И несколько вопросов к другим федерациям на размышление. Как Asbc может объявить о своей независимости, если внесение изменений в Конституцию Asbc не включено в повестку этого внеочередного конгресса? Мы должны были сначала изменить свою конституцию, потом ставить вопрос касательно независимости. И если члены конгресса решат это, то Федерация бокса Таджикистана поддержит любое юридически правильное решение. Если это было согласовано с юрисконсультантом, было ли получено заключение юрисконсульта относительно законности соответствия Конституции IBA и Asbc, вопрос внесения сегодня на голосование. Я уверен, что юрисконсульт записал все эти вопросы, которые есть по статьям. У меня напоследок хочу сказать, что мы год как проводим неочередные конгрессы. Первый вопрос – выйти из IBA. Второй раз – войти в World Boxing. Третий раз – выйти из IBA. Я хочу задаться вопросом, у других стран нет, кроме как выйти из IBA или войти в IBA, куда-то выйти, откуда-то выйти, стать независимым, других вопросов. Вопросы судейства, вопросы блестящего выступления наших членов на Олимпиаде, обмен опытом между этими странами. Посетить страны, где очень плохо с боксом. Почему эти вопросы не поднимаются, важнейшие вопросы, а поднимаются вопросы войти, куда-то выйти? Федерация бокса Таджикистана также поддерживает и за то, чтобы быть частью Олимпиады. И мы верим в это. И нужно ждать буквально пару недель, чтобы юридически все это оформить. Я благодарен IBA, что они идут по правильному пути, то есть по пути Конституции. И я очень надеюсь на вас, господин президент, так как мы поверили вам, также Федерация бокса Таджикистана верит вам, что вы как президент, как избранный президент, как гарант этой Конституции, не дадите, чтобы некоторые люди воспользовались и не соблюдали эту Конституцию. Хочу напомнить, что 7 декабря, еще раз, на очередном конгрессе, который в начале нашего совещания господин Али и господин Даяна Гомес объявили, что стоит вопрос о членстве в Федерации. То есть IBA, как международная ассоциация, поступает юридически правильно, не нарушая Конституцию IBA. Федерация бокса Таджикистана также, еще раз хочу сказать вам, что заинтересована в сохранении бокса как одного из важнейших видов спорта на Олимпийских играх. Но этот путь должны пройти легально и юридическим путем. Сейчас хочу выслушать юрисконсульта касательно этих статей. Спасибо вам большое.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for giving me the floor. This issue, I think it's very, very complicated. Legally speaking, it's very, very complicated indeed. And I spent a lot of time, studying all the constitution, the World Boxing Constitution, IBA Constitution, and in particular ASBC Constitution. I think that the problem of boxing in the Olympic, as many has expressed their opinions, it's all about, I think, the most important element is about recognition. When the IOC withdrew recognition of IBA, it's an IBA, file complaint, many things, So about the most important is about the Olympic movement. To be eligible for competing in the Olympic Games, there must be 5 continental federation. This is a structure. So in the World Boxing Constitution, so there's a provision stating that the World Boxing, I repeat, may endorse the formation of the Continental Federation. Why this provision state like this? Because if the World Boxing recognize, all the Continental Federation, it would be against the IBA Constitution. So it's like an interference of the IBA Constitution. So I think, in this case, in the IBA Constitution, the important element is that the IBA will recognize all 5 continental federation, right? So and also the ASBC must align with the IBA Constitution. So about the independence of the ASBC, legally speaking, to be independent, amendment must be made. This is very, 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 very true. But but the one thing is that very important is that if the ASBC is an independent organization, IBA has the right to withdraw ASBC, from being Asian Federation, Asian Continental Federation. So that will create very, very complicated legal issue. So let me brief like this. To be independent, we must amend our constitution. Okay, that is my initial reaction. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, can you allow me to add before? Just
please.
yes. Just more clarification that this agenda has been shared with you 1 month ago, as per our constitution, and we didn't receive any feedback. So, in order also not to so if there is any legal point or any clarification, we should receive it, as you write, as a national federation, we should receive it in written, okay? And we will also reply you in a written. So I think our legal counsel, maybe he need a time to prepare all the legal points to reply you, because you raised too many points legally. So this is from the first part. Second part, definitely, we respect your opinion, and we respect your point of view as a ASBC. It is not a personal issue. Just I need to clarify how is the decision taken. So it is not even Mr. President decision. It is board of director, which you said that you give them the right to be here. This agenda has been discussed in the board of director, approved as per our constitution, and moved to the Congress and circulated to all national federation within the time. And we waited 1 month to receive any comment. We didn't receive any comment from any national federation to reach this point. Okay, so this is the procedure. It is not something personal. As we respect your point of view, there is another point of view from the other side. So we respect both point of view. Our duty here is to put everything between your hand, as just clarified. The Congress is the highest body in the organization, and you own the organization and you own the constitution itself. So in order to change the constitution, the board or the executive cannot change the constitution without taking the approval from you. So how we could change the constitution without taking the approval from your side in this critical point? So if we amend the constitution and give it to you, it will be non-democratic way at all. So the democratic way saying, we are taking your approval to changing the constitution based on this direction. Next step, yes, to answer your answer, there will be another extraordinary Congress to amend the constitution based on your decision. If the decision said yes, we will amend all the points referred to in the constitution. So this is what I need to clarify. I will give you the floor. Sorry for that. It was just not.
Спасибо большое. С вашего разрешения. Господин генеральный секретарь, мы говорим о демократии, о демократическом путем решения какого-то либо вопроса здесь. К большому счастью для нас, для федерации, у Совета директоров не может быть принято какое-то решение. Решение принимает Конгресс. Вы говорите, что они принимают какое-то решение. Они вынесли свое решение на Конгресс, чтобы Конгресс решил этот вопрос. У них нет такого права. Вы поймите меня, пожалуйста. Ваш юрисконсульт сказал, что очень много вопросов, но не ответил ни на один из пунктов этих статей. Я очень прошу юрисконсульта ответить на эти статьи. Я могу еще раз повторить эти статьи. Статья 14, статья
Yes, please, because maybe there were some, we need clear questions. It's not a speech, but please be, because there were a problem with the interpretation, okay? So if you make it a clear question, so in order to answer it.
Господин генеральный секретарь, что может быть четкого, кроме названий статей ASBC? Юрисконсульт для этого и есть юрист, что он знает все эти статьи. Если он не знает, у него должен быть на столе это. Если он не готов, зачем тогда вы созываете этот конгресс? Если вы поднимаете такой важный вопрос, юрисконсульт вам говорит, что это очень важнейшие вопросы. Если мы идем демократическим путем, почему не были обсуждены все эти моменты с юрисконсультом? Если была это, почему тогда не может господин юрисконсульт сказать свое решение касательно этого вопроса, свое мнение, что как мы должны пройти этот путь? Мы должны сначала менять. Я так, может, перевод не такой, но он мне сказал, я услышал господина юрисконсульта, что мы сначала меняем свою конституцию, потом выносим пункт, где четко будем указывать о независимости, и если члены Конгресса большинством или 2/3, как написано в Конституции, решат это, и мы это принимаем, господин генеральный секретарь. А как генеральный секретарь, у вас... Я надеюсь, что вы знаете об этом. Вы должны быть нейтральным человеком, то есть разъяснить некоторые сложнейшие моменты другим федерациям. Я же говорю еще раз, важнейшие моменты, когда господин Дайан Гомес об этом сказал, вы даже не комментировали это. Это очень важно. Если мы являемся членом IBA, Мы даже письмо IBA не показали, что там написано. Если это было разослано за день, но если это важнейший вопрос, они нам дают это, нам нужно еще до 7 декабря подождать, этот вопрос решится легальным, юридическим путем. Поэтому, юрисконсульт, я вас очень прошу, не оставаться в стороне, а дать свое экспертное юридическое мнение. Спасибо.
To be honest, thank you so much for your speech. But as I said, maybe we couldn't understand your question. During your speech, there were interruption in your speech. So I would request to you make a clear question because it looked likely a speech, not a question. So I couldn't understand what I could understand only one question. Does it need another Congress? I can say yes. But the rest, you made a speech, not a question. So I kindly request you to make a clear question in order to answer it. If we could answer it, as I said, if it is need a time for more explanation, we will request you to make it in written, and we will reply you in written. So this is for your clarification. One more point. I'm sorry for Japan. One more point because he has the floor. I have to answer him. Regarding Mr. Dayan, I couldn't understand also the point. He's a board of director in both IBA and Asbc, and in terms of transparency, I couldn't comment on his speech because he's a very good speaker, and I think we thanked him and we give him the floor. So our duty is just to manage the floor. I shouldn't comment to his speech. So I couldn't understand what is the point for this. So, yes.
Ali, just to interrupt, he wanted to ask only 2 questions. Are we basically, he's asking, are we putting the cart before the horse by first asking whether we should change the constitution first and then go for a vote whether to be independent or not. Otherwise, it's illegal because IBA constitution is subservient to the Asbc constitution, and which is set up in the jurisdiction of Swiss law. So what we are trying to do without change in the constitution, we are trying to get a vote whether we are leaving or not, or to join any other organization. So like he clearly said that we should change the constitution first at a Congress and then ask the people whether we should leave or not. That was the basic question he has been sending very clearly, which I understood, and I'm sure all the federations here understood the same way. Change the constitution first so that it becomes legal, and then ask the question whether we are leaving or not. Thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Is it, this is what you mean, Mr.? What is it?
Господин Али, я как раз таки все это прекрасно понял, но вы вопросы, которые задал господин Даяна Гомес, вы не ответили на этот вопрос. Я поэтому задал этот вопрос. Почему игнорируется? Вы говорите, как нейтральная, вы нейтральный человек, но вы почему-то игнорировали и начали передавать слово другим делегатам, или, я уже точно не помню, начали ход голосования. Я как раз вот этот момент хотел вам сказать, что не нужно игнорировать какие-то вопросы. Даже сейчас вы, господин Али, при всем моем уважении, не являетесь юрисконсультом. Поэтому и вы требуете от меня, чтобы я в письменном виде написал свои вопросы. Это смешно, господин генеральный секретарь. Я задаю четкие вопросы по статьям юрисконсульту, и он должен ответить на это. Какие еще вы требования письменные? Где это написано, что в рамках Конгресса я должен письменно обратиться к вам? Где это записано? Кто может ответить, что где-то это записано, что я должен в обязательном порядке письменно это сделать? Это Конгресс, здесь решаются эти вопросы, и у меня есть полные полномочия задать вопрос юрисконсульту. И вы не вправе это игнорировать. Я еще раз прошу господина президента, чтобы этот момент не игнорировались, и мы послушали господина юрисконсульта. Огромное спасибо.
Would like to make a comment?
Okay, the constitution first. No?
Everything will be effective subject to approval. Okay, should be. Okay. Please, you want to say something? Okay. Please allow me to say something like a chicken and egg. Okay, we would like to ensure in order to achieve the objective, all members make sure that we can go to Olympic. That first thing. Second issue is that to ensure that athletes and boxers can achieve and have more alternative for their activities. So today is that we would like to make sure that we can be autonomous in terms of operate, in terms of action, make sure that we can do that under two umbrellas. That's why we coming up with this agenda for approval. So the question is that it seems to be Mr. Diane understand is that it's like a chicken and egg, whether that we approve the agenda of independence before we change or amend the Asbc constitution. It's something like this, Before we change it, we must know the direction. We must know the way that we would like to go. If we would like to go that, we're going to amend and change it. May I suggest that today we're going to approve as agenda, but however, this agenda shall be effective after approval of the Asbc constitution. If we're doing that, that means to is comply, and then agree by, If we change it first, we don't know yet whether we would like to change or not. So if today nobody would like to go, would like to not to be independent, so no need to amend the agenda. No need to amend the constitution. So I think that it's like a chicken and egg. Legal sometimes cannot be fully answer everything, but the point is that whatever we propose today, in order to ensure that we can achieve the objective. So today, if we approve, I would like to say that this agenda approved for concept, approve the direction, approve the principle, whether we would like to independent or not. If we agree, next step is that we're going to propose the amendment of the Asbc constitution. And if we fulfill these two conditions, that means we feel. If today not agree to change, not agree with this agenda, so no need to do anything. So I would like to propose this, otherwise, we cannot do anything, This, okay, we living, we would like to unity, make anything happen. Okay, so I would like to suggest like this. Yeah, please.
Thank you very much. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk some of the brief comment about the Tajikistan's suggestions. I think I completely agree with President Pichai's and also Secretary General Ari's opinion. So here is not a code. Yeah, of course, the legal or illegal is quite important, but here is not a code. We are Congress. We should decide the direction. Even though decide no decision making about the direction concept, we cannot make. We should change the constitution or not. We have to decide the directions before talking about the all of the constitutional legal note or something. So it's a very important point. We have to firstly make a decision about the concept. It's a very important point. The second point is the constitution of Asbc and also IBA is Personally, I think it's partially illegal because it's all established during the situation. IBA is only one IF recognized by IOC, but now IBA is no longer recognized as the IF. It's completely different situation. Therefore, I think as a legal or illegal discussion is, I think, quite meaningless. We have to make a decision for ourselves before the changing the constitution. Current IBA and especially in the Asbc constitution is partially illegal because IBA is no longer recognized IF. It's a very important point. It's my brief comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I think, is there any voting delegate who would like to have the floor? Yes. One more time.
Спасибо вам большое за предоставленное слово. Мне придется реагировать на все это, господин. Я подожду, пока господин Али. Я говорю, спасибо вам большое за предоставленное слово, господин Али. Мне придется реагировать на выступления наших уважаемых коллег, в том числе на ваше выступление. И да, к сожалению, мы не хотим остаться в стороне, и я буду, наверное, много раз выступать, поэтому у меня есть полное такое право, и хочу воспользоваться этим правом. Я очень надеюсь, что господин сказал, что я записал не дословно, а перевод, да, что не все вопросы, не все моменты можем юридически ответить. Может, я, господин президент, или генеральный секретарь, или кто-то здесь присутствующий не может, но юрист-консультант для этого и есть, чтобы он ответил юридически на все эти вопросы. Представитель, наш коллега, уважаемый друг с Японии, говорит, что юридически неважно. Вы представляете, вы что говорите, уважаемый мой друг, что юридически неважно. Как может быть, если не важно, почему тогда мы вначале собираемся и собираем кворум? Это тоже юридический момент. Мы не говорим, что мы против того, чтобы стать независимыми. Мы за то, чтобы сделать это легально и юридически правильно. Вы поймите, это международные отношения, международная юриспруденция, это базовые вопросы. Я прекрасно понимаю, почему господин юрист-консульт не может ответить, потому что он, как эксперт, прекрасно понимает, что будут очень большие вопросы со стороны IBA. И эта независимость, которую вы хотите, будет надолго, как говорит господин из Японии, что мы не в суде. И я думаю, что у IBA есть полная возможность потянуть нашу конфедерацию на долгие годы в рамках международных судов. И поэтому, чтобы не было этого, мы должны придерживаться Конституции IBA и сделать это правильно. Поэтому не может быть неважным. Вы поймите, представители Японии, как может быть столь важный вопрос юридически неважным? Я этого просто не понимаю. Вот послушайте, неважным. Все то, что здесь творится и делается, должно быть юридически правильным. И ваше высказывание также будет на YouTube, как нам сказали. И если международные эксперты или юристы IBA смотрят на это реально будет смешно. Наши представители говорят, что юридически это не важно. Поэтому я не могу на это не реагировать. Я хочу защитить, так как являемся частью конфедерации, и защитить Конституцию Asbc, если это не делает члены Совета директоров. Спасибо большое.
Thank you so much, and I think I will replay you the last time, and I will proceed for the agenda. Just to make sure, we are not enemy with IBA. They are our friend. We are in daily contact with them. I don't know why I didn't hear this opinion from IBA. IBA is aware about the Congress. IBA is aware about the Constitution. IBA is aware about. I didn't receive this comment from the legal counsel of IBA or the CEO of IBA or the president of IBA. It came from you. So I don't know, they are in daily base with us. They have contacted us every day. So you mentioned that it's against IBA constitution, but IBA itself didn't contact us. So I think let's close this part. If we are violating the constitution, you have the right to move the case in the disciplinary commission of the IBA, and this is your right. So any other delegate would like to have the floor?
One thing, Ali, IBA representative at the moment in the SBC is myself, and IBA had sent all the documents to inform the legal and you all, to the Congress, that we have to follow the Constitution, and if it is not so, they have given all the details, which I didn't want to kind of get into a hash, but just to tell that please follow the IBA Constitution and the SBC Constitution and do the due process. And that is what this gentleman is also saying. We follow the due process, and democratically, if people want us to be independent, that's fine. And if people wants to stay till the 7th of December and to have another Congress and to do it, which is the right way, which is the legal way, without embarrassing any one of us, because there are a lot of distinguished gentlemen here and the SBC. We don't want to embarrass any one of them. Just follow the due process. And that's a question that he's asking, and as an IBA director, I'm answering that.
Thank you so much. And also we answered the question, and it's clear. Any other delegate would like to have the floor?
I want to take floor.
Afghanistan.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope to be fine. As already we have talked too much about this, that the important point is to supporting our future of boxers. Now we are here for the future of our boxers. This is not who we are deciding for ourselves. Maybe after 2 years or 1 year we will finish and another president, another secretary will come. But now we are here to decide about the future of our boxers. This is very important. From schools wise up to elite, they are just watching us. What will happen and who will support them. They are the second family for them. We are the second family for them in the all country and affiliated federations. So now we are deciding about the future of our athletes. So it is important then that we are discussing about the politics. Politics are bad things that was involved in the sports since a long time ago, especially in boxing, which damaged us for a long time. And right now, this is the achievement of that politics, that today we are spending too much money for the purpose of Congress. Even we are pushing this much money for the sportsman, it was very good. But anyway, for the just one question before also I have. This is from the legal advisor, that even we are going ahead with this such a procedure, may we have a legal issue on the future or no? Because it is important that we don't want to lose our home of boxing in Asia. SBC is our home. Now you are there because we were voting you. And on the future also it is the same. New people will be coming, but the story will remain for all of us. What we did, it will be written in the story of the boxing. And what we will do, it will be also written in the future history. So now, the only question is that even we have a problem on the future which caused to not able to organizing the new tournaments, new championship for ASBC, so it should be better to decide right now to make another action. If no, we will not have any legal issue on the future, so we can continue with the agenda, it will be better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Allow me, this question we cannot answer yes or no. Anyone can take legal action against any decision. So at the end, the court will decide it is yes or no. At the end, the board is not taking the decision. This decision belongs to the Congress, okay? And that's why you are here. So if you say yes, we will proceed with the amendment. If say no, we will not change anything. Regarding your question, if it is legal or no, no one can answer. At the end, it's the court, and this is the right of anyone. He can move the case to the disciplinary commission of IBA or to the case for arbitration. So I think it's clear to everyone. So, Mr. President.
Yeah, I think we should go on for the agenda, and the voice come from Congress member. Please do it. We don't know yet whether yes or no. If yes or no, after action we have to make it in line with the legal aspect in any aspect. So please proceed. Make decision that which direction we would like to go.
Excuse me, may I take the floor? Yes.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, dear President, dear Congress delegates, dear colleagues. Yes, last Congress we had in Al Ain, and we voted to join World Boxing or not. So majority voted not to join, okay. So the motion came from one of our colleagues to become independent. Okay, we respect the decision of our colleagues, and then the board considered this issue and called an extraordinary Congress, okay, to get the opinion, the voting of Congress delegates to be independent or not, okay? So now we are going to proceed for voting process. But before that, as my colleague also stated, we should do it in proper way, according to our constitution. So let me share with you with my comments on this issue. So if we want to be independent, we need to pass through certain procedures according to our constitution. So independence, whether we need or not, the advantages, the disadvantages, okay. So we come up to this issue for voting process. So if we want to do it properly without legal consequences in the future, I want to attract your attention to the following issue. Following articles of both IBA Constitution and ASBC Constitution. So independence is impossible without amendments to ASBC Constitution. Why? ASBC is a continental confederation of IBA. According to Article 3.1 of the ASBC Constitution, the mission of the ASBC is to promote, support, and govern the sport of boxing within the territory of Asia under the control and direction of IBA. Entire activity of ASBC is incorporated into the IBA activity. So majority of all of you adopted this constitution in the congresses of IBA. So at the same time, most of you member of IBA and also member of ASBC. So if ASBC declares its independence from IBA, this decision will contradict to the IBA constitution. According to the Article 14.6 of the IBA Constitution and Article 5.7 of the ASBC Constitution, the ASBC Constitution can't contradict to IBA Constitution. Moreover, Article 5.7 of the ASBC Constitution says that in case of divergences between the ASBC Constitution, the IBA Constitution shall prevail. Thus, to declare its independence, ASBC shall first completely change its constitution. Declaration of independence without amendments of the ASBC constitution is not possible. How ASBC can declare its independence if amending of the ASBC constitution is not included into the agenda of this extraordinary Congress? Okay, you say this is the highest body, ASBC Congress, okay. But we should follow the articles of our own constitution and IBA. Okay, you may say, we are the highest body, we decide here, but we should follow our constitution. So what does our constitution say? Amendment of the ASBC constitution, so is not included to the agenda of this extraordinary Congress. According to Article 19.8 of the ASBC Constitution, an item or items of business not included on the agenda for a Congress meeting may be considered and dealt with at such meeting if the voting delegates from not less than 2/3 of the national federations in attendance at the meeting vote in favor of the inclusion of such item in the agenda for such meeting. So, in addition, according to the Article 19.9 of the ASBC Constitution, no motion to amend the ASBC Constitution, hold elections, or dissolve the ASBC shall be considered at a meeting of the Congress unless it appears on the agenda for that meeting. Thus, no motion to amend the ASBC Constitution can be raised during the extraordinary Congress meeting. If I am wrong, I want my colleague, Mr. Varadat Viravakin, to correct me and give his comments. Mr. Our legal counsel, please, could you please comment on this? So, what I care, if we do it properly. Last time I had to step in, and many of my colleagues thought that I'm against them, and until today, I was not speaking to some of them. They were not speaking. They were saying like, are you against us, etc. No, I just want us to follow our constitution, which all of us adopted, and let's take our further steps according to the constitution in order to avoid legal consequences in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Just before that, we understood all the point. We are not saying this is incorrect. That's why we are here to ask the Congress in order to start the process to changing the constitution. So this is the point. But also one comment before moving forward. We understood all the point, the connection with IBA, okay? And we know all these points. But also I would like to remind you all that also in our constitution, in our mission, in the mission, Article H, it's written clearly in the mission of the Asian Boxing Confederation to promote and further the ideal of the Olympic movement as expressed in the Olympic Charter. I think this is very clear in our mission as ASBC. So thank you so much, Mr. President. Shall we move, Mr.
Excuse me. Excuse me, I asked the comments from legal counsel.
So I'm asking,
yes,
I'm asking, Mr. President.
Mr. Wakas, please, yeah.
Mine is just a question, maybe same question to the lawyers. The relationship between ASBC and IBA. What is the responsibility of IBA? Is it the responsibility that the relationship continues based on your constitution, and one of the responsibility is to stay as an international federation that is assigned to IOC? That part of the constitution that is stated, as you have mentioned, sir, does that become moot and academic because you are no longer a member of recognized member of IOC? I think what we are trying to do here is not governing ourselves based on the constitution of the IOC, but based on the constitution of ASBC. And there are two parts, as our president has said, it's either the chicken or the egg. Do I ask permission first, then work on the constitutional changes, or do I change the constitution and ask permission later? It has just been complicated because of a portion in what you read that ASBC is indebted in terms of the Constitution to IBA. If that is the case, then any change that ASBC will try to do now and in the future will be of great difficulty, and will be of great difficulty to ASBC because of that phrase that you mentioned in the Constitution. My belief is, I'm not a lawyer, my belief is because IBA has now been disaccredited as the international federation recognized by IOC, then ASBC has the right to go for whatever it wants to do in terms of its constitution.
Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Vargas. I think that is very clear, very clear. Okay, so I would like to proceed to the agenda.
Excuse me, sorry, I apologize. I asked our legal counsel to give his comments on this. So let's find out, chicken or egg?
Thank you. From my intervention, as you know, the ASBC is the supreme organ of the ASBC Congress. The Congress is the supreme council. I think amendment is the result of the Congress decision toward the direction of the ASBC. So I think Congress will give the power of amendment to at the later stage. But first, you know, ASBC must be clear about the direction of future action. Amendment is just the result of it. For example, in the international meeting or something like that, you know, the UN, for example, you know, when the UN General Assembly, you know, discuss and about, you know, the future of the organization, and then the meeting comes to the conclusion that okay, we will go to the direction, but to make it legally binding, amendment is the next step. That's my point of view. But come back to the legal issue. I think as I said earlier, that the most important element in this issue is that recognition. I would like to emphasize recognition, and from my understanding, the IBA Constitution, why the IBA recognize all the 5 continental federations. Because I think because it want to be in line with the Olympic movement. That's all. And for example, if World Boxing, you know, endorse the formation of the all 5 continental federation, so the IOC will recognize World Boxing as international federation for boxing for the purpose of boxing in the Olympic Games. So I think, you know, that the linkage is just that, you know, because the IBA is the international federation to be responsible for championship in Asia. In the world, international IBA is something in the world. But for the purpose of the Olympic game, it's just about the recognition of the IBA for the purpose of the Olympic movement. In the same way as IBA recognized ASBC as the responsible organization for holding boxing competition in Asia. So if ASBC has a problem with IBA, the only thing that IBA legal recourse is that IBA will withdraw recognition of ASBC in the same way as IOC withdraw recognition of IBA. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
UAE delegation, they will ask the floor.
Yeah, please. Microphone here. That way.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, my colleagues. We would like to start from a point, because now we have already we're going to a cycle that which should we start now? We should take an egg or a chicken, which one should come? But we need to break the egg and continue. That's the purpose of this Congress, as I understood. And I would like to propose a motion that we continue with the agenda. Otherwise, we'll keep it going on with the same issue to the end of the day, and it will never finish this thing.
Motion and seconded by Philippine. So we have a motion to proceed with the agenda and seconded by Philippine. And you ask the floor? I have a question. So. In regards to the motion. Okay, one moment. Can I ask, as we have a motion and seconded by...
Mr. President and Secretary General, please. Since the agenda was shared 1 month before, and there was no issue brought up by any of the member, so in a sense, the agenda is really approved by the member. So, in my opinion, I think legal would be able to explain that better. There is not a need for a motion to move forward, since the agenda has been approved by all the members. So, like my colleague from UAE said, that's what we understood we are coming here today, to vote yes or no to being independent.
So you are proposing to move forward for the vote?
Yes, like Mr. Pichai, the president, mentioned earlier, to move forward with the voting.
Okay.
Ali?
I think you already mentioned same thing for twice. Any different thing? Okay.
Спасибо вам большое, господин президент, за предоставленное слово. Да. Спасибо вам большое. Господин президент, на самом деле я получил на все свои важные вопросы ответы от господина президента, генерального секретаря. И хочу обратиться к странам, что, как говорил господин президент и генеральный секретарь, после выступления наших братьев и друзей из Афганистана, они юридические последствия данного решения не проконсультировались с юристом, то есть это решение спонтанное. И если члены Конгресса решат, мы продолжим нашу работу. Но учтите, что наш президент и генеральный секретарь четко сказали, что юридических последствий они не знают. Этим вопросом пусть займется суд. Спасибо большое.
Thank you so much.
Ali?
Yeah, please.
رحب بالجميع بس عندي نقطة بس اشرحها بالعربي ممكن ها؟ في بالنظام الأساسي أشياء معقدة نفس ما قال المستشار بس في أشياء واضحة وفي قاعدة قانونية تقول لا تعليق لا اجتهاد في نص صريح في نص صريح واضح لا يجوز لا يجوز لا يجوز إلا بعد موافقة راح نعاني من مشكلة إذا تعدينا المواد هذه شنو النتائج القانونية المحتملة عليها لازم نراجع بند إذا سوينا الموافقة وتعديناها راح تصير حقوق قانونية علينا في بنود كثيرة يعني في بنود واضحة مو معقدة نفس ما قال المستشار.
I will translate in English. So he's mentioning that as he mentioned, as his colleague mentioned before, there is there is clear points that will make consequences for the decision.
في امور واضحه يعني ما في قاعده قانونيه تقول لا اجتهاد مع نص صريح، لا تعليق عن نص صريح، نص صريح لازم نعتمده، في قواعد ثابته في الاتحاد الدولي في النظام الاساسي احنا نتبعها. نص صريح مو معقد نفس ما قال المستشار، نص 11 واحد اكثر من نص انا قريتهم 11 واحد فان كل اتحاد وطني ملتزم بتجنب المشاركه في اي منظمه او جمعيه دوليه للملاقاه بخلاف الاي بي او اتحاد كونفدرالي ما لم يسمح مجلس الاي بي بخلاف ذلك. في شيء واضح ما يصير نتعداه. بند 11 واحد عشان
I think translation is working now. Yes. Yes. Okay. So thank you, Dr. Adnan. So just to save the time and to run this Congress probably, okay, let's, Mr. President, he's revealed the Congress, and we heard the comment from our colleague, our board of directors, okay, and at the end, it's your decision, Mr. President.
Yeah. After listening to, I think that we have to make decision no matter any agenda, even nothing this agenda. Any agenda can challenge to the legal issue anyway. But we have to ensure that, whatever we make decision for the benefit of the members. I think that the philosophy behind. And I think whatever, explain, I think that let's see, how we think after we spend some time, please proceed to the agenda, yes.
So thank you so much. I think let's move to the voting process, Mr. President. Okay. So I will now explain the voting procedure. So manual casting will be conducted. Secret ballot will be conducted. So I will ask only the voting delegate to prepare his accreditation. He will come to the stage. He will take the paper. The question will be, ASBC to be an independent organization until any new international organization is recognized by IOC. Can you, the presentation please on the screen? Presentation on the screen, please. Okay. So there will be yes. Yes, that means you agree. You agree with the for ASBC to be independent. No, you are not agree. ASBC to be independent. Abstain. So this will be the voting. As per Article 23.2, a vote. This vote need 2/3 in order to be passed. So, because it's connected with the amendment of the Constitution. So, I will ask the voting delegates one by one to come, show your ID, show your accreditation to our colleague, take your paper from our side, and cast your vote. Afghanistan. We have been there. Any damage in the paper or any double check, you can check, circle, put sign beside your vote, but double choose will not be calculated. Brunei. Using mobile during the voting is not allowed as well, please. Cambodia. China. Check your. Chinese Taipei. Timor-Leste. Hong Kong. Indonesia. Iran. Iraq. Japan. Jordan. Kazakhstan. Come. It's okay, it's okay. Korea. Yes. Kyrgyzstan. Laos. Macau. Yes. Malaysia. Mongolia. Myanmar. Nepal. Welcome. Pakistan. Palestine. Philippines. Saudi Arabia. Singapore. Sri Lanka. Syria. Tajikistan. Thailand. Turkmenistan. United Arab Emirates. Last one is Vietnam. Ayo, Uzbekistan. I called Uzbekistan before, sorry. I called him. And last one is Vietnam.
34, right?
34. طلع. Anyone did not cast his vote? $34. 23. We need in order 2/3, 23. 43. عجبه. ها؟ أعطيني واحدة. Yes. So we'll start counting now. The first vote is no. I need the camera to be close, and please cast live stream on the screen. Guys, just make the live stream on the screen. Nothing. Yes, again. Second vote, no. Third vote is no. Close the screen, please. Try to be close. The camera. It's better, yes, to have, yes, Mr. President.
Yes,
No.
no.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Abstain.
Abstain.
No.
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 Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
كم how many؟ ها؟ بدنا نعدهم بس. خدها هاي نو. كم يس عندك؟ 10 10 yes. Okay. 1 abstain. And 23 no. So 23 no, 10 yes, and 1 abstain. So, Mr. President, we can declare that the motion did not pass, and the situation will remain as the same constitution with IBA.
So the result is no. Huh?
So, moving to the last point of our agenda, I will leave the floor now for Mr. Pichai Chunhawajira, ASBC President, for his closing speech.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates, as we conclude this extraordinary Congress, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we have achieved together during my presidency. We have worked tirelessly to develop Asian boxing, always putting the need and aspiration of our boxer at the forefront. We have fought relentlessly to keep boxing in the Olympic Games, understanding that this platform is essential for the future of our athlete and our sport. After the IOC decision, the ASBC acted swiftly and decisively. We have faced challenge head-on, always striving to uphold the value and integrity of boxing in Asia. While I respect the decision made by the Congress today, I must always acknowledge the journey we have undertaken over the course of the Congress to make this crucial decision. It is with a heavy heart that I announce my resignation. My resignation. One more time. It is with a heavy heart that I announce my resignation as ASBC President, effective after the ASBC Asian Elite Boxing Championship in Chiang Mai. I will dedicate myself fully to ensuring that boxing remains in the Olympics, embarking on a new path to protect and promote the sport we all cherish. Thank you for your trust, support, and passion for Asian boxing. Together, we have achieved so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. President. And at the end, also allow me to express my honor to work with all my colleagues all these years under the leadership of one of significant person in my life, Mr. Pichai Shunawajira. It's hurt to anyone that he's resigned from his position, but also I respect also the decision of the Congress, and also I'm putting my resignation with you, effective immediately after the championship, and we definitely we will stay friends, brother in boxing. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much. This is the conclude of this meeting today. Mr. President, can we declare that we finish the meeting?
The meeting is finished, yes.
Thank you so much, and see you later. So, Mr. Pichai would like to, as his capacity of Thailand Boxing Association, would like to ask the National Federation inside World Boxing to stay in the venue for more discussion. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to open my heart. I already prepared for both options.
Before that, Mr. Just to be clear, the meeting is over, officially is over. So anyone would like to leave, it's up to you. Yes, this is a speech by Mr. Pichai as his capacity of Thailand Boxing Association President.
Okay.
So if you want to stay, it's up to you. If you want to leave, it's as well, it's up to you. Thank you.
I have a very short message to deliver to members, you know, not in the ASBC agenda. As a representative of Thailand Boxing Association, and in order to achieve our commitment of safeguarding boxing place within the Olympic movement, I would like to announcing the initiation of a new Asian Confederation under the umbrella of World Boxing. This step is crucial to strengthen the voice of Asia, protecting the right of our athletes, and ensuring transparent, fair, and sustainable futures for our sport. Together, we will build a structure that prioritizes the interests of federation and boxer, align with Olympic standards, and promote unity and growth across the continent. Let's work together with dedication and transparency to preserve the legacy of Asian boxing and its rightful place in the global Olympic community. I would like to share my idea. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pichai, and see you next time in the championship. And we wish you all a safe trip back to your home and enjoy today the Bangkok weather. Thank you so much. Yeah? Come to speak. No, come to speak. Which restaurant?
Espresso, Intercon.
Thank you.
ماذا تصور وياك؟
يلا.
ليك لا تعال تعال كنا عزيز وين عزيز؟ عزيز
لا طيب انا هسه متأهل.
لا لا ما
لا تفضل
العظيم
لا
بالنص
هتصور
كيف؟
Hello.